Mama taking the kids to church now, trying to stay away from the hood devil, but it keep being tempted. I mean it and I meant it. I'm going through war in my brain. I feel sorry for the next years, for the next generation. We still trying to step here. My mama felt a bump on her breast there, so we struggle when we muscle through here. It's just trying to be legal. We got hit with something that was kind of lethal. They telling us we black and we not equal, and we some different type of people, but we the same. But who's to blame? They come to look for us like our name Saddam Hussein. And my man got framed. They found coke in his hood, and it ain't all good. Bomb blocks like Mayor Good. I'm back to the hood, and I'm thinking again. This some deep shit. This for my youngins. Just don't give up. If you can look up, you can get up. Young boy, I don't know your name, but I feel your pain. I probably was feeling the same. Young boy, I don't know your name, but I feel your pain. I probably was feeling the same. Young boy, I don't know your name, but I feel your pain. I probably was feeling the same.
Life will never be the same. Heart full of pain. My nigga got slain. It got me going insane. Trying to deal with something that we can't change. You was my young boy. Stood about 6'4". Died before your time over sisters war. Now my heart goes out to your mom and the rest of the fam as we try to move on the best that we can. I was your boyfriend, and even when we broke up, the situation got a nigga choked up. This just the day we was blowing smoke up in the boom boom room. With Lemons, Dave, and Shiz playing Madden 06. Polo was the shirt, Air for One was the kicks. This is for my young boy Kareem Al Murray from 1-6. My young boy was the shit, and then I dedicate this head hit to my
young boy. I don't know your name, but I feel your pain. I probably was feeling the same. Young boy, I don't know your name, but I feel your pain. I probably was feeling the same. Young boy, I don't know your name, but I feel your pain. I probably was feeling the same. I don't know your name, but I feel your pain. I probably was feeling the same. Young boy, I don't know your name, but I feel your pain. I probably was feeling the same. Young boy, I don't know your name, but I feel your pain. I probably was feeling the same. I know it's hard to think when your crib's overcrowded. You keep wearing hand-me-downs. The girls in your dickies is thick. Your shoes is out of style, and you need some new kicks. Your best friends is moving the bricks. They ain't going to class, they ain't thinking about shit. Your mom running the household, your daddy in the bar. He ain't seeing you no more, he only 15 minutes away. This shit crazy, he used to love you, but he turned gay. This shit happens every day in the black hood. We tryna think, tryna keep our mind level. Stay away from the devil. Mama taking the kids to church now, tryna stay away from the hood devil, but it keep being tempted. I mean it and I meant it. I'm going through war in my brain. I feel sorry for the next years, for the next generation. We still trying to step here. My mama felt a bump on her breast there, so we struggle when we muscle through here. It's just trying to be legal. We got hit with something that was kind of lethal. They telling us we black and we not equal, and we some different type of people, but we the same. But who's to blame? They come to look for us like our name Saddam Hussein. And my man got framed. They found coke in his hood, and it ain't all good. Bomb blocks like Mayor Good. I'm back to the hood, and I'm thinking again. This some deep shit. This for my youngins. Just don't give up. If you can look up, you can get up. Young boy, I don't know your name, but I feel your pain. I probably was feeling the same. Young boy, I don't know your name, but I feel your pain. I probably was feeling the same. Young boy, I don't know your name, but I feel your pain. I probably was feeling the same.
Life will never be the same. Heart full of pain. My nigga got slain. It got me going insane. Trying to deal with something that we can't change. You was my young boy. Stood about 6'4". Die before your time over sisters war. Now my heart goes out to your mom and the rest of the fam as we try to move on the best that we can. I was your boyfriend, and even when we broke up, the situation got a nigga choked up. This just the day we was blowing smoke up in the boom boom room. With Lemons, Davis, Shiz playing Madden 06. Polo was the shirt, Air for One was the kicks. This is from my young boy Kareem Al Murray from 1-6. My young boy was the shit, and then I dedicate this here to my
young boy. I don't know your name, but I feel your pain. I probably was feeling the same.
Yo, welcome back to
Filoosh name, but I feel your
back in
pain.
the building, man. It's Ant. You already know who it is, Mr. Not Your Regular.
Dang. Yo, what's up? Go ahead.
Hey guys, it's Amber Fortunes. Good to be back with you on another great episode of Filoosh Talk.
Dame in the building. Episode 51?
Episode 51.
Okay, man.
Yes. I just want to, give one more shout out to AB for joining us, for being a part of the team now, man.
Thank you for having me.
I just wanted to get that out, let you guys know moving forward, she is one of the hosts of Filoosh Talk. So, big ups to her. Thank you.
Big up. It's a real important show. You know, we're going to hop in a little sports and news and all that. The Eagles lost in a crazy loss. You know, hopefully they resting, getting their massages. I don't know what they need, but
New coaching.
Some people are saying they might have to fire somebody.
I mean, but it's only like the third, what is this, like the third, fourth game of the season?
No, listen, the coach has been fucking up. Everybody can coach the fucking game correctly and know the plays, but the fucking coach. It's just been a lot of stupidity. They can do a whole lot better. They got a good team.
Yeah, they do. Especially for how much Jalen Hurts got his contract extended for. Yeah, we need a ring. Okay? One, maybe two, something like the Chiefs. I don't know why Andy couldn't do even when he was here, but I digress.
Well, see, that's a lot of the difference with these players making $200 and $300 million. See, back in the day, you was still hungry after you got your contract. Today, it's like you start taking trips, you having a lot of fun. I don't know what they're doing. Why Jalen Hurts can't run the same, he's doing the same plays. But something has changed with this guy.
Listen, I know he better watch out because we all know how y'all Eagle fans are. They will give you the boot quick as shit.
Oh, yes, sir.
Wait a minute, you're not an Eagles fan?
No, I'm not.
What's your team?
I'm still a Patriots fan.
Who?
I mean, I like the Patriots. It's
I
cool.
couldn't hear him.
I can say it with my chest. I'm a Patriots fan.
Yeah.
Okay?
What's their record, man? How they looking?
Okay, we are looking bad right now. But look, the Eagles ain't looking no better, so.
Y'all record better than mine? Y'all record better than the Eagles?
It's the same.
Oh, the same?
The Eagles ain't shit.
I mean, it's still a northeastern team, so it's okay. I thought you was going to say something crazy like
the Cowgirls?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, why everybody think when
I'm
somebody
like, we
say
can't
they
be friends no more if you a Cowboys. I'm sorry, like family and friends that are Cowboy friends out there, you might as well just block me now because no.
Listen, why is it every time somebody not an Eagles fan, Eagle fans think they're Cowboy fans?
Yeah, I was waiting on it.
There are a lot of Cowboy fans out there.
It ain't right, I tell you.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Cowgirls, so.
That's good. That just gave me some peace. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
All right.
Other than that, what's going on with the Phillies? They starting in the playoffs soon? What's going on?
Yeah, they're supposed to be.
Shoot, whoever the Phillies coaching staff is, the Sixers and the Eagles need that.
Man, it's hard, man.
I mean, well, the Phillies always has been a better, one of our better sports teams. They are one of our better franchises, but I mean, I don't even want to go back on the Eagles. Phillies is doing good. The city needs that.
Yeah, stop hating, man.
The city need that. I want to hate.
Also, the Sixers are getting ready to start preseason in a couple weeks. Getting real exciting about the up-and-coming basketball season. Paul George in addition. A lot of good players added. The young brother from Duke, I'm not sure his name, but he looks pretty good. So I hope that the Sixers have a good season. I hope Embiid got whatever surgeries, whatever he needs to be right. We got a big season coming up for the Sixers.
I think for Filoosh talk, we need to go to a Sixers game.
For sure.
Before the season's out.
Hopefully they let us backstage.
Floor, preferably, or box is cool. When backstage press passes would be greater.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like something real good.
Y'all hear us talking?
Yeah.
Y'all hear us talking Sixers?
We need right. Hit us
Come
up.
and have it. But in quick music news, one of the killers of Young Dolph was convicted a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
His co-defendant took the stand and told a very telling story, that would give the average person chills. And I'm sure, shout out to Dolph family, I send my condolences, rest in peace. I know it's a hard thing to hear. Somebody important and thorough like young Dolph might have lost his life for $800, this young brother was saying. It really shook me up. I watch a lot of that court TV stuff, man. You can hear a lot of news, but when they have real live court, it's a different world, man, so...
Yeah.
Our young brothers, man, be careful, man. Like, it's too much going on out here. I think young Dolph gave so much to the world, his community, just to be taken away for something silly.
And it's crazy because he was only back in Memphis for the annual Thanksgiving drive he does. So they figure, he's around at this time. We just happen to luck up and see him at the cookie spot. It's craziness. Not only are you destroying this man's family, but you subsequently destroyed your own too when you decide to pull that trigger.
Yeah, that's facts. And not only that, right? This situations like this make you not want to come back to your hood to do anything. You know what I mean?
I'm kind of scared when people say that.
Listen, I say that because think about all the artists that have been shot and killed. More than half that happened in their hood while they were hanging out or handling business out there. So it's like I can fuck with you from a distance. When you get a certain point where you're getting a whole lot of money and touching a lot of money, friends become foe. So with that being said,
that means they
you
were
already
never a
know
friend.
Exactly. But with that being said, it's a bunch of crab in the barrel mentality going on, and people just hate. If somebody think they can get stripes, I took out Young Dolph.
I think
they gonna do it.
I think music in general is just a dangerous thing. Like, you gotta figure, a lot of these guys lose their life out of town, man. Pop Smoke, PNB Rock. A lot of these guys are also traveling to different states, trying to get away from their neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And still little situations of people thinking you're famous or you got these chains or watches on. You're always going to be a target in music, man, when you're a celebrity.
Well, when you go to other places, too, a hood is a hood. No matter where you're at. There's a hood in every place.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't suggest going to the hood. For one, I done seen my hood. I don't need to be in another hood. I just want to be somewhere where it's like-minded people with money kicking my feet up. I don't want to have to be looking around and shit, or have to have a bunch of bodyguards with me. If you go avoid those places, it might not be the same.
Or plainly dressed bodyguards aren't bad, but honestly, that don't even really matter anymore because you got the hood coming into the suburbs too, just to get a quick lick.
True, but I mean that's not as often. That's
and
not
when
really
you out of
often
town,
like
how you know where the hood at? You don't know what you looking out for.
Listen, every time
I think the hood kind of look the same almost everywhere.
No,
I mean, it's some places that look a little different. Come on, so you mean to tell me y'all really
poverty
think
is
that
the
you
same
wouldn't be
everywhere,
able
but the
to
hoods are
spot a hood if you went somewhere else? You wouldn't
Bro,
be able
I
to say,
could take
"Oh,
you-
yeah, that's the hood."
I could take you over to New York, man. Every block changes. You can be on this block, it's bougie. You go over here, it's different.
You know the high rises too. And then speaking of New York, high rises, half them joints that be looking like projects are not projects.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Man,
But I don't know, man. I feel like you can tell when you go to certain places,
The air changes or something.
Yeah, and it's just in us to be able to tell when you in a hood somewhere.
But we come from a hood, so you
That's
know
what I'm
certain
saying.
things you got to look out for. I look out for like the empty tires on the side of the road. You know, this guy looks like he's probably dipping, so this is our Kensington in another state. All right, cool.
Where the poppy stores at?
That part is your grass.
Chinese stores.
Do you have like a foot high worth of grass and it's looking a little shaky warriorish? Yeah.
In the liquor store.
And the
corner.
discount liquor store and the black beauty supply stores. I'm serious.
Now,
Suburbs
that
are
goes
a
back to proving my point. We know when we in the hood.
But-
you see all those things you had to look out for?
But I'll say this too, like you go to California, right? Their hoods don't look like hoods. They got trees in their front yards, driveways, but then you see the people and then it's like, oh, hood.
Listen, of course it's a little different. I'm not negating that.
Mm-hmm.
But, like you said, when you go, you see certain things, you say, yeah, that's the hood. It, you know, it ain't gonna always be the same, but it is. I think that you can tell.
Yeah,
in certain places.
Shoot, just one of our current
count-
Philly rappers.
Count the white people. You figure it out.
That
real
don't
quick.
matter no more neither.
That was
Well, I
a
mean, at
joke.
least not in Philly.
Yeah,
But,
they
yeah,
down
like-
Center City and they
Center
with the
City,
nice
West
houses there
Philly.
everywhere.
Right.
Trains,
It's
City
like-
Hall.
Now the whole gentrification thing is like pushing all the urban community out into the outskirts and the suburbs. So it's like those people are coming back into the inner city and pushing us out to the burbs, basically.
Yeah.
They still got a lot of cleaning up to do. It ain't over yet.
Right. Still some
They
street
got us
cleaning.
though. I'm telling you, when they finish building, you know, they come redo the street and fix up everything. That's when they're gonna start locking people up. Hey, you still out here? Listen, man,
Time
you
to
see
go.
these new houses? This block is about 3 million, 4
10
million
p.m.
dollars.
curfew. Whatever happened to that thing? You remember that thing back in the 90s and the 80s? They used to play on Channel 10, like doom doom doom. Do you know where your child is at?
Right.
7
Oh,
o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock.
You're not matching the aesthetics of here. You gotta go.
Like I got a call about a suspicious person in the area.
Yeah. This is not for you anymore.
Right.
Lock them up.
Right.
But listen, people, this is a very, very important show for Filoosh Talk. This is our 51st show. This is our last show at Glockaware. And we just got to show the right love. You know, we're going to bring Toucan onto the set in a couple minutes. But it's very important for people to understand that to be thorough when you do business out here, man. And this man welcomed us with open arms, man. We ain't never had a hiccup, you know, and that's important with me when I do business. Because a lot of people don't be saying what they doing and doing what they saying.
Right.
So, you know, if anybody out there is starting a podcast, I would advise them to start right here. You
Come
know
to
what I mean?
Glockaware Radio.
And without me even saying that on air, I tell people that anyway. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm the type of guy, I like to connect the dots. And this man helped me do that. I came up here a year or two prior, interviewing on EA's show. You know, never even thinking about doing a podcast here.
Right.
You know, and the crazy part, before I even met Ant, I called EA like a year prior, said, yo, I want to start a podcast, man, called The Streets. That's the name I wanted to be. I wanted to just be like talking to the youth, talking to the drill rappers, seeing how I can help them. And, you know, that was my first thought process. EA said, no, man, you got to call it something with Filoosh in it. You've been on that for too many years.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how the name came about, you know, and it was just Thurl and Ant to see the vision to where we at today, because it's hard for a man to we want to name it what, man? I wasn't around when you came up with this, but,
Yeah.
you know, on some real shit like
Facts.
that's how life is, man. I couldn't see it going no other way, but like I say, Toucan is a real dude, the owner, the man who run this Glockaware shit. He really opened us up, and, you know, he took us where we needed to go. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, man. Glockaware is definitely home. You know, they have welcomed us with open arms. And this is definitely home. This is definitely home. It's definitely a bittersweet thing. But, you know, this is home. And We got mad respect for Toucan and the gang. So shout out to Toucan. Shout out to Glockaware.
And even if it ain't always said, you know what I mean? Like I said, thorough men just move a certain way. You know what I mean? He one of them guys, man. He got years in this shit, man. I gotta bring him on the set for him to tell y'all the history, but he got years in this shit. And he printing everything in the world too. You know what I mean? That's my guy. So 2K, can you come on the set, man? We done talked about you. They want to see who this guy is, man.
Please.
Come on, man.
Yep.
We ain't on the set, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Can you believe it? In 51 shows, this is Toucan first time coming on.
Salute, Queen. Salute. My boy.
My man.
No, congratulations. I definitely want to congratulate y'all. Y'all did an incredible job. Putting the content together and making it interesting. It's hard to do that for an hour.
Right.
You know what I mean? To hold people attention, to get people to gravitate to you. And shit, I did that from the control room. I gravitated to your show. So, and I've seen the growth as well. So I definitely want to salute, congratulate y'all, and whatever endeavors, I know is sky's the limit. You know what I mean? Because y'all carry it a certain way. So salute to y'all.
Man, that's really appreciated, man. Like I said, we want to salute you again on set, man, just for like welcoming us, man. From the first conversation to the day, it's been straight, and that mean a lot to me, man, because I done had some crazy business dealings with some black men that I love. So this mean a lot to me, sincere. You know what I mean?
Made it feel like home, man.
Yeah, listen, man. We definitely in real time, so we definitely won't know what we actually doing until 10 years later.
Right.
But we evolved together. We're doing simultaneously. We're doing radio. You're doing podcasting. You're not editing and putting it out to the world. You're doing it live. That's real commendable. And y'all had, like I said, very good content. So keep on going, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. We thank you. We thank you again, man. We thank
my
you
boy.
again.
Yes,
And that Filoosh gear is on a beam. Like that baby rocking that shit. I applaud you on that as well, man.
Thanks, man.
Keep rocking all
that.
that, man.
Yes,
I appreciate y'all, man. Keep doing your
Appreciate
thing.
you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Filoosh talk.
Okay,
Yes.
man. Filoosh talk, man. Yeah, that's heavy, man. That's kind of emotional thing for me, man. Like I say, in a time where it's hard to find people that's just level-headed, we not too big-headed for each other, we got to start networking and bringing business together. And this man is definitely running radio, internet. He doing shows. He bringing artists in. He bringing podcasters in. You can get something from Glockaware. I don't care. You can get something from here. If you moving around and you in the networking and business, there's something here that you can take away from, and that's important.
It's a lot of talent that come through here. A lot of talent.
What's the address? It's like 4893 Oriok Road, Philadelphia, PA 19141. And between what's that, Rockland and Loudon.
Rockland
and Loudon.
Yep. So
and the Logan section.
Yep.
Right.
It's always a warm vibe when I come in here. It's just family and everybody's like close, like tightly knit.
Right.
Like even from like the onset. So, if you're looking for a resource or an outlet, definitely come by Glockaware.
I gotta we gotta give a couple pieces. All the squad that be here, I don't know all their names.
Right.
But all the brothers that be here with
and sisters.
It's real thorough. And I gotta give a major shout out to EA. He didn't know this was our closing show. I know he would have probably been here, but he been here for a lot of the Filoosh Talk shows, man. And just here as a fan coming in, people say, "Who the hell is this guy?" But that's my guy, man. Like that's really my guy, man. And I respect that he came up here all them weeks just to show us that kind of love, man.
Right, really be sitting watching us, man, watching the show. So it feels good when you have people that really fuck with what we doing, and sit and watch. And saying to the viewers, you guys rock out with us every Tuesday. A lot of you be in the comments. It's the same folks every week, and we fucking appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts, man. We appreciate all that we have gotten out of Glockware. But real quick, I want to say that moving forward, all right, follow us on Filoosh Talk Podcast YouTube channel.
Yes.
All right?
Everybody go subscribe right now.
Subscribe.
Filoosh Talk Podcast.
Filoosh Talk Podcast on YouTube.
That's
Check
very
us out.
important.
Filoosh Talk Podcast on Instagram. Check us out. Hit the follow button. And as always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.
That's important. If y'all want to see the up and coming stuff, man, go subscribe to the Filoosh Talk YouTube page right now. Make sure y'all notifications turned on. We turned the F up.
Because you're looking at stars.
You know
You just
what I
don't know.
mean?
You're looking at stars, okay?
You know what I mean? And
So remember these faces.
And also, we would love to hear some inputs or ideas that you would have for a future episode. So that way we can make it an interactive experience for you too. Because without you, there would be no way.
that's right.
That's right.
Because we're going to have some very interesting topics to come, interesting guests. We just really want to turn up with the city, the outskirts, internationally, anywhere.
Right.
You know, but we really want Philly to know. We want the city to know we coming, man. You know what I mean? We put the work in. We got 51 episodes. We started. We, still building, growing. We humble. But, the sky's the limit, man.
Yeah, man. And we outside, Philly. We outside, man. We're going to be outside more often. In the first half, we wasn't outside as much. Everybody got families and things like that. But moving forward, man, we outside. We got big plans, like Dame said, like AB said. We got big plans for y'all. Big things coming. Big things coming.
And we definitely want to hear some topics y'all want to talk about. Don't get quiet.
And listen, it could be anything, right? Because we talk about everything. We are for the people. We are for the culture. And as we always say, it is like being at a family cookout. We are just having fun.
Speaking of cookouts, I think one of our topics should be food. I don't know if I say that because I ain't eat yet.
She hungry, dang. she's fucking
I'm
hungry.
not even gonna lie.
We're going to have cooks and chefs.
Cookouts, you say? Did we say steak and potatoes?
No, we need some because I don't eat poultry beef. Yeah, we need some salmon or something like that.
Yes.
Some scrimps.
Little crabby claws, crab cake sandwiches. All right, I can wait.
And I guess you got the meat for the other half of the team.
That's good, man. Just on the
I'm sorry.
on a health conscious tip, man. That's a good thing, man.
Yeah, we gotta definitely do
trying to get into working out.
Trying to drop this belly,
Right,
right?
this
We
food
got
is
to do
no longer
Filoosh
a
talk in the
chalupa.
gym.
And I'm throwing up weight, y'all. I'm trying to tell you.
Suck.
Wait till about January. Y'all gonna
We
see
ain't got Mac here tonight. North Philly Mac ain't here tonight.
Hey, look,
Shout out to
to
Mac.
Philly Mac, man. Mac, where you at?
Where you at, gang?
Major shout out to North Philly Mac, man. Really good feedback from my guy. Everybody loves him. He's a really good guy. Deep down, he just be talking his ooh-wee.
We understand, man.
What Kyle say? The barbarian.
He about to call up some listener.
I said I don't take kindly to barbarian. No, man.
No, but I'm just like, what I love about Filoosh Talk so much is that this is like a great outlet and resource to be therapeutic in a sense. Like, so I don't know how many of you guys out there watched The Shy or whatever, but you know how they have like the group of guys that come together, and they just talk about their feelings and stuff like that. It's kind of like one of those experiences, except for there's different guests and stuff too.
It's definitely therapeutic.
Yeah, we get
Definitely
deep.
therapeutic. You get deep, man. And I love that we talk about everything, literally a wide range of everything. Serious, raunchy, just a bunch of stuff. This is what we do. Thank you, man. Shout out to Tiffany, man. Thank you. We appreciate it.
We appreciate you. But that's very important that we have a wide range of topics. At one point, people thought we was just in one lane, and that's very important to be able to switch it up because we want to be able to deal with the politicians, religious leaders, the leaders of the community. people who want change in the community. So we want to be able to have some more serious topics also. You know what I mean? That's important.
Right, the vets.
Right.
You know, all the people that, you know, gotten forgotten too. We want to just talk to everybody, the youth. It's important to us too. Over here at Filoosh Talk, we are very big on the youth. And we are going to find a way to incorporate the youth in a lot of different things moving forward. So, again, just watch out for that because the youth is definitely important to us.
And then they're the children of our future. Like when we get old and gray, they got to run our world. So we got to make sure we nurture them and give them care now because, listen, well, my son already know you better not put my ass in the old folks' home. But it's the people that runs them. That's what I'm concerned about. And that is the children of our future, our next presidents, aerospace people, everything. So it's like we got to make sure we got to get back to that community vibe like how it was when we were coming up. It takes a village, and every child should be a part of that village, you know?
Can I tell you what I'm going to tell my sons?
But,
At least pick me out a nice one, man.
like, no, I'll take the West Wing, please, and hire me a nurse.
And that's the beauty about having multiple kids because, you know, probability is a big thing. Somebody's going to do right by you.
Mm-hmm.
You know. It's going to be that one little asshole, though.
Right.
Try to throw you right in the joint.
Favorite little wet. You know?
And then, you know what I was told, man? The one that you favor the most is going to be the one that hurts you.
Yeah.
Ooh,
that's true.
Baby, that's why I never believe in favoring kids. Now, a lot of old school people used to believe they firstborn is like the most important child. And see, we growing up in a time, man, where a lot of that has changed, man.
Listen, that's how you come up with a Mustafa and Scar situation.
Oh, man.
Cain and Abel.
Hold on, wait, was Mustafa the youngest?
The younger brother.
Oh, yeah, okay. But, yeah, isn't that how that goes, like, in the dynamics? The firstborn is the one that get all the trauma and turmoil with the parents because, you know, the parents is learning and growing with them or whatever. And then you got the middle child that's like the buffer for the youngest child or whatever. But it's right. You're right. The one that you favor the most usually is the one that ends up disappointing you because, you know, you're probably giving so much more attention or care or spoiling that child. Mm-hmm. Whereas the other ones just go like, we have to work for our porridge, please. Man. Porridge sounds good right now, so.
Oh, she hungry. Man, she hungry.
Man, that's a funny thing because I see now that I'm getting older, you know, having a favorite kid is hard because sometimes the other kid is affected. Like, damn, what the fuck? They think this fool and then it take parents a long time to identify sometimes who the loving child is.
Right, and that usually doesn't happen until adulthood or maturity, so.
I think what happens is unknowingly, see, whether you say this shit or not, right? I'm not going to call it favorites. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to go that far. But there is always that one child. When you have multiple children, there is that one that I guess is more like you that you gravitate to. You got your individual relationships with each child. Mm-hmm. And yes, you love them all the same. No doubt about it. But it is that one that you have a little bit more in common or whatever the case may be. If you have multiple children, right. That's what I'm saying. So like they said, that's why it happens that way. Typically, that one that you...
Well, that's why I say it's usually the first child. Because the first one that came from the gutter when she started, you was young, you ain't know no better, and he looked just like you. He got junior.
I don't think that's always true,
Shout out to you, Paul.
I don't think that's always true because for a lot of people, I'll be saying the youngest. It'd be the youngest. I didn't see people where the middle child might have been the one. So I don't know. I think that varies.
Yeah.
And if you're black in the black community,
it's always
the male child is the one that they favor, the old black women. We got to change that, ladies. We got to change that. They always super hard on their girls.
And then
light on these little punk ass boys.
And then they come out here in the world talking some, oh, woe is me. No. Like, so I have a boy, but it's my only child or whatever. And I spoil him in the sense of there's reward and consequence. I'll give you the whole entire world if you just do what you're supposed to do. But in the event that you don't, there is consequence, and then you're going to act like then it's going to be like you never had nothing until we get right back on this train. But you do have to treat your male and your female children equally. In a sense, it's like, if you're going to go hard on the girls, definitely go hard on the boys too. And then also teach these children about emotional intelligence and also expressing themselves, because nowadays it's like, and then I'm pretty sure we all been through this too. It's like you grow up, oh, no one understands me or gets where I'm coming from. But if you actually open up the dialogue with these kids more, you notice that the relationships basically flourish. But in addition to that, you don't have to worry about, you still got stuff to worry about, but not as much in regards to the mental and emotional attributes that might affect that later on as well.
All right.
Man, well, see, the dynamic with these kids with me, to me, my experience as a father has a lot to do with you being in a house with your kids. I know everybody gonna say, oh, you could do all this stuff as a father. But let me tell you, it's very important of the relationship of the parents on how you raise these kids. Because if we have broken relationships with our women, raising a kid becomes hard if we don't just put the kid as the, as what's most important in the dynamic. Mm-hmm. So if we dealing with emotion inside of parenting, it makes it very cloudy.
Right.
So as people, I'm just telling our young brothers to watch their relationships prior to having kids. So our young men that's coming up now, take your time, get to know yourself before you pour all of that into a woman that you're not ready. So like our kids is not as mature now as they used to be. So a young lady have a kid by a young guy, 18, 19, 20, he might be a couple years behind. So we have to watch our relationships. Every time you having love and you having good sex, you do not have to have a baby. Okay?
Facts.
Condoms and contraceptives are real.
Yeah.
And be careful with them plan Bs. Matter of fact, if you're just not 100% sure, just don't raw dog it at all.
That's a good concept.
We got a friend of the show that to say something other than that.
Don't
not
do
gonna say his name.
He's not here to defend
I'm not gonna
himself.
say his name because he's not here to defend himself. But I would love if he hopped in this chat.
Yeah.
I don't
Please,
know.
friend.
I don't know if he would say that on camera, but he might say it in the chat.
No, he said it. He said it a few times.
What?
He said it a few times. So it's like I don't want to misquote the shit, so I'll save it for him another day.
Yeah, you
Just living life on the edge, I see.
Well, now we have to promote and make it okay, definitely in the minority community, to be protected. Mm-hmm. See, some people think that's corny, it's nutty, or no, man, make that thorough. Dog, you got to get them before you go over there. Did you go? You stop that right hand or wherever you go.
Don't be a fool. Rap that too.
Yeah, man.
Oh, bars. Oh, don't be a fool. Rap that too. But also, I believe that we should also, like, now we're in an age of instant gratification as well, right? So we're in an age of instant gratification. We really need to go back to the days of courtship and the 90-day rule. Like, can you last 90 days without actually having to tap something? How is your willpower and self-control?
Hey, 90 days.
Hey. Listen.
All right,
No. Hold on. I don't think it should be a time frame on this. We had this conversation on the show a while back.
No, hold up. Is that realistic? Is that reality?
It should. Yeah, it is.
So there's
you know how you go, listen, you go buy something, right, from the store. Don't they give you 30, 60, 90 days before you can return it?
Most people ain't even read the back of them products. They don't know.
Listen, if you don't like the product, you can return it within 90 days.
Maybe they return that shit before 90 days.
But your receipt says, so I think it's the same. All right. No, I'm sticking to the 60, 90-day thing. I think you really need to actually, like, know who you're dealing with before you jump in bed with somebody.
That should be.
Very true.
Saying, in hindsight, it should be like that. I'm just saying, is that reality for the average person. I'm not saying us up here. I'm saying the average person.
For the average person,
that we know
no.
is they waiting 60 and 90 days.
They're not even waiting 2
They
weeks.
waiting past 2 or 3 dates.
Maybe 2 days.
You definitely.
Everybody call us 2 or 3 dates. All like,
yeah. But no, I just don't think it should be a time frame. Like I'm all for getting to know the person first and making sure. But the time frame, I don't like the sound of a time frame.
So okay.
Now if we just so happen to wait 90 days, 120 days, then cool. But when you say it out loud, I don't know. I don't like hearing that out loud.
What's so
I can do it.
about
We can do it. But because it's like you putting I don't know. I'm someone that believes that, right? And this is
compare it to getting your best beach body.
What I'm saying is this, right? Sometimes, how can I put this? You know what?
Put it.
I'm not even going to say what I'm going to say, but what I will say is this, right? I think that, yes, you definitely should take your time. Of course, take your time because I'm telling you, you don't want to wind up with somebody that you got to deal with for 18 years.
That part. And then you're wondering why you hate your baby mom, baby pop.
You don't want to shoot fire out your dick. You don't want to do that either. That's a bad joke.
You ever heard of the blue waffle?
I don't even want to hear about the blue waffle.
So would you
I don't
tell,
know nothing about the blue waffle.
Hold on. So would you tell a young man or a young woman to wait for marriage? Don't have sex at all.
I think
that's not realistic.
See, before it was like you followed the laws of the land, right? And
but they wasn't waiting 90 days to get married, though, neither.
Right, they wasn't. But the tradition thing, I think, if you wait for marriage to have sex, right? That is a beautiful thing. Right, beautiful thing.
Don't stop.
But I think that now you are stuck with this motherfucker if the sex is bad. Now, do I believe you can teach a person the things that you like? Yes, but you stuck because you ain't supposed to just be hopping in and out of marriages and changing marriages like you change clothes.
You're not supposed to be hopping in and out of the bed like you.
Well, no. I'm not talking about what if it's good. What if it's good?
But what if it isn't good though? But what if it isn't?
And that's what I was talking about. If it's not good, then you're stuck.
I'm a personal believer of that. Like I don't think you should have to wait till marriage, but I do feel like you need to give yourself some type of grace or dating room before you hop into bed with somebody. Agreed. Like I feel like you really don't know a person's temperament or interaction, at least for like the first 3 months. That's why I say that 90-day rule. Right. Like you don't know what somebody's mental is, and people can only fake the funk for so long, you know. And that's with anything.
That's why religion plays a big part in all these things. You know, if you had some sort of religion and you stuck with your religion, you will probably wait them 90 days.
Well, them guys
or until marriage.
Them guys that's waiting outside them jobs in them tinted cars, they probably got some booty. I don't think they waited no days. Them guys that's crazy like that.
They got the pudding pop. Week 2, if that long.
I don't think that.
He acting that crazy and he ain't had nothing. Yeah, call 911.
Yeah.
Get your restraining order.
Like he know where you live. You just met the nigga yesterday? Oh no, baby girl.
That is funny.
All right, how about this? All right, if not 90 days, give it the 6-week rule, like postpartum.
Okay, now I can rock with that.
6
cool
weeks,
with that.
you know.
But see, I say everybody in life treat every situation different.
Right.
Somebody gonna give Johnny Appleby 6 weeks, and Mikey Raw gonna get a week, a day. The first drunk night at the club.
Right.
You don't know nobody I know, right?
Well, I don't know. We'll figure it out tomorrow. Shit.
And tell that to these people that go over in different countries on vacations.
90-day fiance. Oh, what's the guy's name on that joint? First of all, it's the Caucasian guy that went to the Philippines, right? He left America with $46. So, right. He left with $46, went over to the Philippines. This young lady's work friend meets the guy, and they're thinking that she's coming back to America with him, right? He's like, oh, no, baby, what is you doing? I'm staying over here with you. But on top of that, nigga got... the person has gonorrhea on top of that. Only got $46 to his name. Now you trying to evade U.S. taxes, and you want this woman to be okay with it. Run.
This is crazy.
I can't even believe we talking about 90-day fiance.
Well, you talking about what's going on over there with them cutters, man? You
Right, you brought this up, right?
Say the whole thing, Dave.
I ain't say nothing.
Say the whole
Coconut cutters?
Yo, listen. Yeah, say the whole thing. Oh, my God. That was funny.
That's hilarious. That's terrible, too.
Reason why I laugh so hard at that, because if you are someone who has been watching our show, you know the Dame's famous coconut cutters.
What the hell is a coconut cutter?
It's a foreign term. We just play around. No disrespect to my people over in the waters.
Right.
We was just talking about the guys, like when you get off the plane in Jamaica and they had like the chunky chicks and everything, they be cutting the joints. The coconut's fresh. They be like, hiya!
I think I get it. Oh, that's the
No, but they really good guys.
They
though.
get all the girls that come over there. They come over there off the plane.
They game better
all
than
the
any
Stellas
guy
that
over
need to
here.
get their grooves back.
All the Stellas.
Okay, I got it.
Stellas, Little Mamas, Biggie Mamas, whatever. They take it all.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And they game is tight though. They talking heavy.
Hell yeah, they talking heavy because
They got the accent
too. They like the dudes that be in jail.
They got the see-through white beat on. No, that's my guys. So I love it. I go over Jamaica like once a year, man. I really love it, man. That's a lovely place to just vacate and see them blue waters, man. You know.
So chicks go to Jamaica for the dudes.
No, not all women. We're not going to say all women who take vacation.
Speaking, I can't speak for everybody. Dudes go to the DR and Colombia for the chicks.
Passport bros.
Passport bros, passport sisters.
So hold on, if you going to DR, one of them, you going there for only for women? Men can't just go chill with their flowery shorts and just chill, walk the
What are you
beach?
saying, Amber?
I mean, have y'all been to the DR?
Yes.
What did you?
I've never been there.
What did you do while you was in the DR? Generally speaking.
No, I'm joking.
Okay. Well, I'm like, did you become one with nature?
I didn't go.
He said he was talking in 2040, 60, 80.
I thought I was going to debunk you by saying yeah.
No, now I'm
was a
interested to
trick.
know more.
No, I didn't.
That didn't work the right.
Yeah, it didn't work.
But they say some wild things happen, man.
No.
But no, everybody live your best lives. Love in America, love abroad, do your lovely thing. I just feel like people need to take time to know each other, that's all.
Yeah, that should be a good thing, man. Like people get back to the origin, just having a good time, laughing, joking, really being friends. See, the big thing about relationships is really being friends. That way you can open up in different ways. If you have to
fake the funk,
or you can't say this, you can't, it makes it hard. You got to be able to open up to your mate. And sometimes that's what we missing. Even in hard times or bad times, or if it ain't working or whatever, if you have that tight friendship, things will make more sense.
Right. Not only that, right? One day you get old, right? Sex ain't so good. Somebody don't even feel like having sex. You're going to want somebody that you can still shoot the shit with, laugh, joke, and watch the paint dry. You're going to want that. It's very important because no one wants to die alone. We just don't. We're not even made to be alone for a very long time.
Right.
Just alone long enough to figure out yourself and to get yourself together and to make sure your values and morals align when dating. Right. But realistically, no one's meant to live alone. So you want that person that you can have fun with outside of the sex and all that. It's very important. Just to piggyback what Dame says.
Shoot, and if you think you're gonna be alone, I have this friend, right? We say this thing. He was like, and we be like, if you're single by the time you're 40, and I'm single when I'm 50, we just gonna get a house. You keep your hoes on your side. I keep mine on my side. Yours cut the grass, Amber. The other one's cooking clean, and we just meet up in the middle and have dinner like a family. I was like, you know what?
That sound like Will and Jada. That sound like Will and Jada. She just described Will and Jada, y'all.
Well, I didn't know that was
entanglements.
Without the whole Will and Jada back history and the Tupac.
I don't know what happened with Pop, man. Just know she loved Tupac.
Man, yeah, if you leave it to Jada, she is Tupac.
She is confused, is what she is.
She was just a woman in love, you know. Shout out to love. It can cloud your judgment.
I wouldn't have been able to stay with Jada. She keep talking about this other nigga too much for me. I'd have been done.
Well, Will can't leave her because she knows his secrets. And I don't think they got a prenup neither. So, and even if they did, I don't think that's
secrets. What you trying to say about Willie from Philly?
I'm nothing. Everybody got secrets. That's all I'm trying to say.
He do. What you trying to say?
Shout out to West Philadelphia.
Born and raised. Come on now.
I mean, everybody got secrets, you know. I'm just saying. Obviously, he super loves her. Or
he got to stay with her the rest of her life because she know his secret.
Why it gotta be her life? What you mean? Like she gonna go first?
Oh, wow. Did it? My
accident. Right. Next thing you know, there's a memoir. That's not a memoir.
Hey, I ain't say it.
No.
No, man. You know, relationships, man. We're gonna get heavy into relationships. I want y'all to give us some good topics that y'all want to talk about dealing with relationships. You know, some stuff that we don't normally talk about. That would be very good topics for Filoosh Talk.
Right, man. We love to hear your opinions, man. Let us know what y'all want to talk about. Because we love talking about all this shit. This shit is very therapeutic.
And we're waiting for our first married couple to come on the show. We have a couple people in mind. But we want to show a very positive, you know,
love
couple.
You know?
Some black love, baby.
Love. And not
don't
just
be
black
scared
love,
to come
love
up here.
General.
We're not exposing nothing. We don't want to know y'all dark secrets. The last time you got smacked for saying that.
Don't go home
Listen,
and
it's not that kind of show.
Right.
You know, we're trying to highlight some positive stuff here.
And also, if you want to be a guest on the show, feel free to inbox or DM Filoosh Talk Podcast with who you are, where you're from, contact information, and what's some of the topics you would like to discuss upon your appearance. So that'll be exciting.
Let's get heavy. And we want the hottest artists in the city. You don't have to be signed to motherfucking Def Jam, and, you know, but we do want people that have their thing together. If you still in the basement and you doing the boop bop, it sound like you in the garage and you ain't got it all together, come to Filoosh Talk a year later. We want people that have it together a little bit.
A little bit. And then also, we really want the lady artists to come through too. We had a lot of male artists come up. We really wanted to hear some lady artists. And I ain't gonna lie, I want to hear the R&B motherfuckers too, man. Come on, the R&B artists, I want to hear y'all too. You know, I'm heavy on the
I got R&B. A poet coming up. We're going to get deep, man.
Get deep.
Yeah, we're going to get them guys that be doing the poetry, women, whoever. I'm just saying.
Speaking of the guys that do poetry, they not right. I mean, sorry, maybe my scars are showing. So it's like, why are you a poet thug? Like, I'm sorry, I'm having flashbacks, but a poet thug that loves all the ladies but has the heart on the sleeve. You gotta watch out for those ones. But poets, welcome hither.
Well, I got a good poet that's coming on the show. I want you to talk to him. He's a good poet too, so it'll be a good conversation, man. We're gonna bring him on Filoosh Talk.
I might even say a little poet. You know what I mean?
Roses
are red. I mean, it sounds like roses are red, flowers are blue.
Oh man!
If you do poetry,
what up, boo boo?
I don't know about you.
Boo boo.
Where are you sending from? Sorry again, my English. We are based out of the good old Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, United States of America.
Yes, and thanks for tapping in.
Thank you. What's up, Steph?
Yeah, where you from?
Tapping in. Good day, man. And alive, everybody who be commenting, keep following us, man. The journey is the journey. We doing our thing. We growing. Like I say, we humble. We learning. We don't know everything, but we are ready to turn up and go to the next level. So we be guided in our steps, man. We ready, baby.
Right. Keep watching us, man. Watching the growth, the progression, you know. Watch how we do things. And again, we just want to shout out all the guests that have been here, came to chill and kick it with Filoosh Talk. We want to thank you again. We want you guys to keep on continuing to come. And shout out to a couple of people that's, family to Filoosh Talk. Uptown Cinema, You know what I mean? And Northside Mac are
Definitely.
two of the people that are like, and EA. I can't forget the big homie.
Hip-hop
EA. He been rocking with us since day one.
Major.
Sitting on our shoes. So definitely EA. But EA, North Philly Mac, Uptown Cinema, we appreciate y'all and all the other guests that came through. You know what I
We
mean?
had a lot of nice guests that came up here just from episode 1 to 51. People, organic relationships, man. A lot of people I reached out to, some people Ant knew, and they just really showed us love. That's important to me, man. Like, I'm not one of them big-headed people. I'm not reaching out to. In the future, I will. But you know,
He would be humble.
yeah, we're gonna be humble,
grounded.
but you know it's hard sometimes. So you know, I love people who showed us love from the beginning. That's important. And like just to retract, Glockaware, this is major for us, man. Our last show at Glockaware, and if we need to come back here for anything, Filoosh Talk will come back. Like I say, we humble creatures. You never know, with the cookie crumble. How the flower flip, however you want to say
How
it.
the wind may blow.
But, you know, God is good. So, you know, we're going to count our blessings. We thanking Toucan again, the Glockaware family, everybody who support this thing.
I want to say one thing, too. Berlin.
Shout out to Berlin,
Shout
Germany.
out to Berlin, Germany, man. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank
We
you.
appreciate you watching us.
Oh,
I
shit.
definitely wanted to highlight that. So
We
y'all see what's
overseas.
going on with Filoosh Talk. We overseas. We got people are tapping in. Continue to tap into us, man. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. This episode 51. And shout out to Glockaware, man.
Salute.
Go on our YouTube page, subscribe right now.
Filoosh Talk Podcast.
Hello.
YouTube, Filoosh Talk Podcast, Instagram.
Episode 51, we out, baby.
Peace.